also hard because if you think about it, usually like to work on stuff, the last thing you want kids to do is have to miss school to serve for appointments. And so, there's only so many hours after school, that people can have available anyway to see kids at a reasonable hour, which I think certainly contributes to it being hard sometimes to find people that have openings.
Yeah, and these evaluation processes are not short visits. I can tell you. I went through 4 3-hour visits myself, and my daughter's been through 2 4-hour visits. And we still have more evaluating to go. So, it does take a strain to get that process, and I think that can deter a lot of parents too from going down that road, especially on top of like what you're kind of saying, like the stigma of especially I think in the 80s 90s, this wasn't something that was like generalized in a way that it was in the zeitgeist so much as I feel we're getting there today. I know our parents' generation didn't kind of have the same openness to this disorder. It was coming out and being talked about, and the resources were kind of in lack thereof, even if you did, abide by this diagnosis. So for me, I went my whole life not knowing what was really going on internally or emotionally or psychologically, and I was parented with that kind of demeanor of just be quiet, go away, or calm down, And when I really started kind of learning about all this stuff in my adult life is when I started kind of having this connection to it of, wow, that's what's going on. Wow, I can relate to that. I can see what's going on here. And that makes sense. And that explains a lot. And with that knowledge, it really armed me to be more proactive, to understand the information that was coming at me and the resources that are out there and how to digest it all, And that's why I love having you on the show to kind of open people's minds to it and to talk about this stuff, because, I think it can be very empowering to not only our kids, but us as parents too, if we, are willing to kind of look into that diagnosis ourselves, because you said manifest in this behavior, but is ADHD a genetic thing? Is this something that we get from our parents and our bloodlines, or is this something that happens to kids at some point during their development?